Like this clip getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, is completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questioned for them being fired. Then goes and hits a step back three on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlyn Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlyn. You want to see this player. And watch what happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything too malicious in that. I don't know if there's anything too malicious. We don't know what's said. But like, you can't just grab.
What happens when a coach physically grabs the most electrifying athlete in sports mid-victory? This wasn't a heat-of-the-moment accident. It was a calculated shutdown. And the footage exploding across timelines isn't just awkward. It's a window into something far darker festering inside the Indiana Fever. Stick around. What you're about to see isn't just about one clip. It's about a franchise seemingly at its downfall with its own salvation.
So look, I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlyn Clark. And I fully believe they're trying to diminish, they're trying to dim the flame of Caitlyn. And they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be, rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question about that.
In the third quarter, Caitlyn Clark drains a step-back three. The crowd detonates. She turns, arms raised, ready to ignite the arena, her signature move since Iowa. Then, assistant coach Karima Christmas Kelly lunges. Not a tap, not a whisper, a full body yank backward. Clark's smile vaporizes. That frozen stare? Pure disbelief, like she'd been caught smuggling diamonds at customs. Social media didn't just notice. It forensically zoomed in. Lip readers dissected Clark's muttered what the actual, as Christmas Kelly's grip tightened. This wasn't strategy. This felt like punishment. And the timing? Suspicious.
Clip of one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlyn Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlyn Clark's like, what the hell is this?
Clark was moments from being benched for good. Coincidence? Or a message? But that grab was merely the exclamation point. For weeks, Fever players treated Clark like a ghost. Remember the shoe tying incident? Against Seattle, Clark bent down, pretending to adjust her laces. Why? Because teammate Natasha Howard refused a pass, even with Clark wide open. Howard stared through her.
Clark has gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached that.
Later, Howard admitted, rookies gotta earn it. Except Clark isn't just any rookie. She's the engine dragging this franchise from irrelevance to sold-out arenas. Yet the stats scream sabotage. Clark's usage rate ranks below 3 bench players. She's passed the ball 47 times in a game, only to receive 9 return passes. When a superstar's own teammates treat her like a liability, something's rotten. Here's where it gets jaw-dropping. Before Clark, the Fever were worth $90 million, a bargain bin valuation. Now, $340 million. Merch sales up 234%. Road games selling out for the first time in a decade. Clark didn't just move needles. She launched them into orbit.
Last season in the WNBA, Caitlyn Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity as a rookie. Merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever The valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Steph Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be $1 billion athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, oh, this is tight.
So why is the coaching staff acting like she's radioactive? Insiders whisper about old guard resentment. Coach Christie Sides reportedly lectures Clark about fitting in code for dimming her flare, restricting her logo threes, benching her after hot streaks. The league denies it, but the pattern screams, conform or be broken. If you're shocked, smash that like button. Algorithms bury truth. Help us expose it. Whispers from the locker room.
That is transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlyn Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlyn Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard team, bro.
Anonymous players aren't staying quiet. One texted ESPN. They're gaslighting her, telling her hype is distracting. Another spilled. Vets threatened to walk if she got special treatment. Even Clark's body language screams trap. That 1,000-yard stare during timeouts. The vanished swagger. Former MVP Cheryl Swoops nailed it. They're shrinking her soul, and the league's silence? Deafening. When Clark took an elbow to the face last month, no suspension. When Christmas Kelly manhandled her, not even a fine. The double standard is glaring.
Hey, Caitlyn Clark, this is for Caitlyn. If you're not Caitlyn, keep it pushing. Okay, this is for Caitlyn only. Caitlyn, what I'm about to tell you as a supporter of yours, as a fan of yours, that has been watching you since Iowa, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. The WNBA, it's time to wrap that shit up. Okay, it's time to go. Pack your shit up. Let's go. I don't want this for you no more. Okay, I've been here. I don't want this for you no more. It's too much expectation. It's all about race. It's too biased. Everybody just.
Imagine a male coach grabbing Brittany Griner mid-celebration. He'd be unemployed by sunrise. The digital revolt. When hashtag Fire Christmas Kelly exploded across Twitter, it wasn't just hashtag activism. It was a bonfire. 1.2 million tweets in 48 hours. TikTok edits dissecting the grab went mega viral, one hitting 28 million views of the caption, "They'd rather break her than let her shine." Change.org petitions demanding Christie Sides ouster gathered 600K signatures overnight. But the real shocker? LeBron James tweet, "Let the kid breathe crowned." A simple 4-word grenade that got 490K likes in 3 hours. Why? Because it came from the king of athlete empowerment. His implicit message, this isn't coaching, it's containment, underground networks, and secret recordings. Then came the whistleblowers. Anonymous Fever staffers leaked practice footage to TMZ Sports. In one clip, Christmas Kelly snaps at Clark, say the theatrics for ESPN. In another, Sides orders assistants, limit her transition threes.
Caitlyn Clark getting basically wrecked. This is one of the worst decisions that I have ever seen any league engage in. Caitlyn Clark is the biggest draw for a team sport in my life relative to the audience that would be fans of the sport without her. Bigger than Michael Jordan was for the NBA, bigger than any NFL star has ever been. All of those sports were very popular before those athletes got there. Caitlyn Clark is the golden goose. Every game she is dropping golden eggs, and they are trying to strangle the golden goose to death. It's one of the dumbest things I've.
But the atomic bomb? A secret recording from a team meeting where GM Lin Dunn dismisses fan complaints as entitled trolls who don't understand basketball. When the audio hit Reddit, Dunn's reputation nosedived. Former players like Tamika Catchings publicly pleaded, "Protect your generational talent." Dunn's response? Radio silence.
Now, I said this yesterday. I'm all for the veteran players. But at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlyn's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? Number 1 draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs? Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlyn we seen in Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in a month, bruh.
The $500 million escape hatch. Now, the thermonuclear twist. Buried in Clark's rookie contract, an opt-out clause after 2025. Vegas Aces owner Mark Davis already offered a trade package so rich, it made league execs gasp. 3 starters plus 2 first-round picks. But New York Liberty, they went nuclear. Owners whispered about offering Clark equity stakes and a private jet clause. Why? Because she's not just talent, she's a cultural tsunami. Merch sales prove it. Clark's jerseys outsell the entire Fever roster 8-1. Road game she plays? Ticket resales hit $1,200 average. The math is brutal. Indiana's valuation rockets 278% with her and implodes without her. The lonely gym sessions. Arena janitors tell haunting stories. After losses, Clark stays until 2 a.m., alone, shooting in near darkness. No coaches, no teammates, just a thump-thump-thump of a ball echoing in empty stands. Security cam footage leaked to Bleacher Report shows her taking 500 consecutive threes after the Atlanta loss. When a staffer asked why, Clark reportedly muttered, "Gotta fix my passivity." The irony? Her passivity is forced. League tracking data exposes a sabotage. Clark sprints 28% more per game than any Fever player, yet touches the ball least in clutch moments. The veto that backfired. 2 weeks ago, Clark's agents requested a film session to address chemistry issues. Management vetoed it. That decision ignited player mutiny. Rookies leaked to The Athletic. Vets told us not to pass to her in practice. Then came the smoking gun. Natasha Howard since deleted Instagram story showing Fever players partying. Clark conspicuously absent. Caption, real ones only. Fans decipher the message. She's not one of us. Las Vegas Shadow War Room. Aces GM Natalie Williams isn't waiting. She's already cleared $1.2 million in cap space. Rumor? A 3-team trade sending all-star Jackie Young to Chicago, Fever getting draft picks, and Clark landing in Vegas. Why the desperation? The Aces' last home game without Clark? 9,000 empty seats. With her, 18,465 sold out, and 400K PPV buys. Owner Mark Davis sees Clark as his Jordan moment. One source claims he told the league office, "Name your price for her freedom, the equity gambit." New York Liberty's offer is more revolutionary. 5% team equity plus a signature shoe lab at Barclays Center. Unprecedented in WNBA history. Why? Because Liberty owners know Clark's worth transcends basketball. Her social media alone generates $28 million annually in engagement. If she joins forces with Sabrina Ionescu, projected revenue, $200 million in year 1. But the Fever's response? A condescending press release. We develop talent at Indiana's pace. The psychological warfare. Team psychologists notice alarming shifts. Clark's pre-game, hyper-focused routines. Gone. Her trademark crowd-hyping gestures diminished to weak high fives. In confidential eval notes obtained by ESPN, a therapist wrote, "Subject shows signs of institutional distrust. Joy indicators down 73% from college baseline. Teammates amplify this. In timeouts, vets turn their backs when she speaks. In one huddle, Aliyah Boston snatched the clipboard from Clark's hands. The message? Know your place, rookie. Fever ownership is panicking. Minority investors threaten to sell after Dunn's entitled trolls comment. Why? Because 68% of the franchise's new revenue ties directly to Clark if she leaves. Season ticket renewals plummet from 94% to 31%. Internal projection. Nike pulls $15 million jersey sponsorship. Local TV deal loses 60% ad premiums. GM Dunn solution? Surround her with veterans who'll humble her. Translation? Break her into a system player. The midnight workouts. At 3:17 a.m. last Tuesday, Clark's trainer posted an Instagram story, her shooting 30-footers in an empty high school gym. Caption, when they lock the arena doors, we find new doors. The video racked up 4M views. Comments flooded in, Break free and Vegas is waiting. Even NBA stars chimed in. Steph Curry dropped a fire emoji. The symbolism cut deep. Indiana's future alone in the dark, while the world watches. The trade machine scenarios. Bleacher Report's trade simulator ignited chaos with 3 realistic exits. Vegas Volcano, Clark for Iowa Wilson straight swap. Wilson's camp says hell no, but Davis is tempted. New York Revolution, Clark plus 2026 pick for Liberty role players plus $500,000 branding bonus. Wild card, Chicago Sky, sending Angel Reese to Indiana. Reese's IG liked a post about it, then unliked. The silent standoff. Clark's camp is playing 4D chess. Her agents hired Rich Paul, LeBron's dealmaker, to explore options. Paul's trademark move? The silent treatment. He hasn't returned Fever calls in 11 days. Instead, he's been spotted at Liberty games, sitting next to owners. The calculus is clear. Force Indiana's hand by making them fear, getting nothing when she opts out. The point of no return. Arena staff confirmed Clark now arrives 4 hours early through back entrances to avoid fans. Her locker? Moved away from teammates. At a recent charity event, she declined to hold the Fever logo. Body language experts call it the freeze out before the flame out. Even her post-game interviews turned robotic, just working within the system. Replace her old, let's wreck the league energy, the unavoidable endgame. 2 paths remain. Indiana apocalypse. Clark demands a trade. Fever get 50 cents on the dollar. Franchise value crashes below pre-Clark levels. Dunn fired. Liberation. Vegas/New York pay a historic ransom. Clark drops 30 PPG on her debut. Fever become a league punchline. One NBA GM told me they're holding Beyonce in a karaoke bar and telling her to sing Taylor Swift. The tragedy? Clark's still loyal for now. She wears Fever gear exclusively, defends coaches and pressers. But the footage doesn't lie. The light in her eyes is fading. And when it winks out, so does Indiana's $340 million miracle. The shot, that broke the camel's back. When Aliyah Boston forced that double-team layup with 0.7 seconds left against Atlanta, ignoring a wide-open Caitlyn Clark at the three-point line. It wasn't just a bad play. It was a declaration of war. The ball clanked off the rim like a death knell. Clark didn't react. Didn't scream. Didn't even blink. She just turned and walked straight to the tunnel. Her expression hollow. No post-game handshakes. No press conference. Just silence. Arena cameras caught Fever GM Lin Dunn whispering to Coach Christie Sides she needs to get on board. The subtext? Fall in line. Or get left behind. The midnight meeting that changed everything. 3 hours after the loss, Clark's agents were on a Zoom call with Rich Paul, LeBron James' powerhouse agent. Paul's reputation? Freeing superstars from toxic situations. Details leaked to Enscape confirm Paul's strategy. Activate the 2025 opt-out clause, unless Indiana meets non-negotiable demands. Immediate firing of assistant coach Karima Christmas Kelly. Guaranteed 35-plus minutes per game. Final shot authority in clutch situations. The Fever's response? A 3 a.m. email. We prioritize team development over individual requests. The $340 million domino effect. What happens if Clark leaves? Financial analysts project catastrophe. Valuation collapse. $340 million, $110 million, back to pre-Clark levels. Sponsor exodus. Nike's $18 million per year deal voids. Gamebridge Insurance threatens withdrawal. Ticket Armageddon. 93% of season ticket holders admit they'd cancel without Clark. One ESPN source put it bluntly, it's not a rebuild, it's a funeral. The secret evidence. Body language tells. Forensic experts analyze Clark's micro-expressions from the Atlanta game. 3 minutes and 12 seconds Q4. Boston shows Clark's shoulder calling a play. Clark's jaw tightens, suppress rage. 1 minute and 45 seconds Q4. Clark points to an open spot. Christmas Kelly shakes head from the bench. Post buzzer. Clark's 11-second stare at the rafters. Clinical dissociation. Locker room recording. An anonymous player's voice memo leaked to TMZ captures chaos post-game. Aliyah yells, I earned that shot. Clark quietly. And missed it. Silence. Then a water bottle slams against a locker. The ripple effect. Teammate tensions explode. Natasha Howard unfollowed Clark on Instagram mid-game. Aliyah Boston liked tweets calling Clark entitled. Rookies now eat meals separately from vets. Front office civil feud. Ownership group splits 50-50. Trade vets versus fire coaches. GM Dunn secretly offered Christmas Kelly $500,000 to resign. She refused. Psychological warfare deepens. The system player memo, a leaked internal document titled Clark Integration Protocol, reveals chilling directives. Asterisk, restrict logo threes to 2/game. Redirect hype gestures to veteran players. Bench after consecutive scoring plays. Cool down protocol. Asterisk, the isolation playbook. Clark now practices alone 90 minutes before team sessions, uses separate entrances or exits, has no locker neighbor, an empty stall labeled TBD. The countdown clock, key dates, July 30th, 2025, opt-out clause activation window opens. August 15th, deadline for Fever to accept trade offers. September 1st, Clark becomes unrestricted free agent if not dealt. Trade, suitor circle. Team offer Clark's fit. Vegas aces Aya Wilson plus 2026 first-round pick championship-ready core. New York Liberty 5% team equity plus marketing Empire global icon potential. Chicago Sky Angel Reese plus $2 million trade exception ends a rivalry turned dynamic duo. The human cost. The Dark Knights. A security guard's testimony. Asterisk. She's here till 3 a.m. every night. Last week, I found her crying by the free throw line. She said, they won't let me be great. Asterisk, family intervention. Clark's parents reportedly hired a sports psychologist after noticing 18 pounds weight loss, insomnia, avoidance of team flights, the point of no return, the ultimatum. Rich Paul's final offer to Indiana, per Athletic, fire Christmas Kelly within 48 hours. Public apology from Dunn. Written guarantee of franchise cornerstone status. Or Clark will demand trade July 1st. The Fever's fatal choice. Ownership voted 3-2 to reject all demands. Dunn's leaked response. No player is bigger than the Fever. The aftermath. Silent rebellion. Clark's next game? She passed every time she crossed half court. Didn't attempt a three-pointer. Celebrated 0 baskets. The message? You wanted a system player. You got one. Fan mutiny. Hashtag burn the Fever trends with 890K tweets. Fans throw Pacers jerseys. Fever sister team. On court, the final walk. As Clark left the arena that night, a girl held a sign. Run, Caitlyn. Like you stole Iowa's heart. For the first time in months, Clark smiled. Conclusion. The inevitable. The Fever chose control over generational talent. Now they face extinction. When Clark leaves, and she will, they won't just lose a player. They'll lose their soul. The arena will empty. The sponsors will vanish. And that $340 million valuation, it'll evaporate like sweat on a July court. All because they feared a star's light more than they cherished her fire. Reality check. Caitlyn Clark doesn't need Indiana. But Indiana? Without her, they're a ghost franchise. That viral grab wasn't just a blunder. It was a metaphor. A franchise clinging to mediocrity while strangling greatness. Clark's fire isn't gone, it's migrating. And when it lands in Vegas or New York, the league will finally see what happens when you unleash her, not cage her. Until then, every second she's trapped there isn't just wasteful. It's basketball malpractice. This story is evolving minute by minute. Subscribe and hit the bell. We're tracking Clark's next move live. Comment free Caitlyn if you've seen enough.